Okay, I need you to hear me right now. Not just listen with your ears, but actually hear what I am about to tell you. Because this isn't just another message. This isn't one of those things you scroll past and forget about 5 minutes later. This is one of those moments where something shifts inside you. And you know it. You feel it already, don't you? That little pull, that tiny voice that's been getting louder and louder over the past few weeks. That's not anxiety. That's not overthinking. That's something trying to get your attention. And it's been trying for a while now, but you've been busy. You've been distracted. You've been telling yourself you will deal with it later. Well, later is here. And the universe, God, the divine intelligence that guides all of this, has been sending you signs so obvious that you almost cannot ignore them anymore. Almost. Let me tell you what's about to happen. And I need you to be ready for this, because it's going to feel sudden. It's going to feel like everything you thought was solid is suddenly not so solid anymore. But here's the thing about sudden change. It's not random. It's been building. Every choice you've made, every prayer you've whispered in the dark, every late night where you asked for something different, it's all been accumulating. And now it's about to break through the surface. You are going to wake up one morning, probably soon, and something is going to be different. It might be a phone call, it might be an email, it might be something as simple as a conversation that changes everything. But the point is, change is coming, and it's coming fast. Now, before you get into your head about this, before you start rationalizing or minimizing or telling yourself that this doesn't apply to you, I want you to stop. Just stop. Take a breath. Feel your feet on the ground. Notice where you are right now. Because where you are right now is exactly where you need to be to receive this message. And I want you to understand something deeply. The reason you are here, the reason you are listening to this right now, is because something inside you is ready for more, ready for different, ready for the life you actually said you wanted, not the one you settled for. There has been this thing happening recently, and you might not have noticed it consciously, but your energy has been shifting. People have been treating you differently. Opportunities that were not there before are starting to appear, and the people around you, the ones who are supposed to be close, they have been acting strange, maybe a little more distant, maybe a little more confused by you. That's not a bad thing. That's a sign. That's a sign that you are outgrowing where you used to be. And when you outgrow a space, the space doesn't always know how to hold you anymore. So it starts to shift and you start to shift. And eventually you don't fit the way you used to. And that's exactly where the change begins. I'm going to tell you something that might be uncomfortable to hear. Ready? Here it is. You've been waiting for permission. Permission to change, permission to become who you actually are, permission to want more, permission to let yourself be happy. Yeah, that's true. And here is what I need you to understand. No one is coming to give you that permission. Not your parents, not your friends, even close friends, not your partner, lover. The permission you've been waiting for has to come from you. And the reason the universe has been so loud lately, the reason you've been getting signs that feel almost aggressive, is because it's trying to tell you that the permission is already there. It's already inside you. You just haven't claimed it yet. Let me give you a picture of what this looks like in real life. You know those mornings where you wake up and you feel like something is wrong? You have been having those more often, haven't you? You wake up and you feel okay, and then you remember something about your life, a relationship that's not working, a job that drains you, a pattern you cannot seem to break, and suddenly you feel heavy. That heaviness, that's not the truth of your life. That's the weight of living in a reality you've outgrown. And here is the part that's going to change. Soon, that heaviness is going to get so loud, so unavoidable, that you are going to be forced to do something about it. And that's the moment the sudden change happens. Not because the universe is punishing you, but because the universe is pushing you into the life you were meant to live. Now, let me be even more specific, because I know you need details. I know you need details. I know you need to feel that this applies to you, not just to someone else. So, let's talk about what's actually happening in your world right now. How many times in the past few weeks have you had a thought about something and then it showed up the next day? How many times have you been thinking about someone and they called you? How many times have you had a feeling about something and it turned out to be right? That's not coincidence. That's not luck. That's the line between the physical world and the spiritual world thinning. And when that line thins, things happen fast, really fast. Thoughts become things, intentions become reality. And the old rules, the ones that kept you stuck and safe and small, they stop applying. You are entering a season where what you actually want matters more than what you have been told you deserve. There is something else too, something I need to say even if it makes you uncomfortable. There are people in your life right now who are not supposed to be there. I know that sounds harsh. I know you might want to defend them, but I need you to be honest with yourself for a second. There are people in your circle who don't want you to change, not because they are bad people. No, I don't believe that there are people bad, but because you're change is going to make them uncomfortable. It's going to eliminate the places where they are not growing. And when you start to rise, the people who are comfortable with you staying small are going to feel like they are being left behind. And they are going to push back. Not overtly, not with big dramatic fights. They are going to do it in a subtle ways. Sarcastic comments, passive aggression, silent treatment. You're going to feel it. And it's going to hurt. But here's what I need you to know. Their resistance is confirmation. It's confirmation that you are on the right path. If you were staying the same, nobody would care. Nobody would be threatened by it. But you are about to become something more. And the people who don't want to see you become more are going to show themselves. Let them. Yeah, let them. This is how the filtering happens. And I need to tell you about the timing. The very near future isn't just a phrase. It's real. There is a window opening for you, a doorway that's going to close if you don't walk through it. And that window, that doorway, it has everything to do with something that's happening soon. Not next year, not in 5 years, soon. When you feel that shift, and you will feel it, you are going to understand what I mean. It's going to hit you like a wave. And in that moment, you are going to have a choice. Yeah, you are going to be able to either react out of fear, which is what you've always done, or you are going to be able to respond out of faith, out of trust that this change is the answer to what you've been praying for. Let's talk about what that actually looks like in a way you can feel. Imagine you have been living in a room with the curtains drawn. You've gotten used to the dimmed light. You've arranged your furniture in a way that makes sense in the dark. You know where everything is. You are safe. You are comfortable. But you are also not really seeing what the room actually looks like. And one day, someone starts pulling back the curtains. Not slowly, but all at once. And the light floods in. The room looks completely different from what you thought it was. The furniture doesn't fit the way it used to. The walls are a different color. You see a version of the room that's brighter and more beautiful, but also unfamiliar. And in that moment, you have to decide, do you run back to the dark where everything was predictable? Or do you stay in the light and start to rearrange your life to match what you are now able to see? That's what this change is going to feel like. Sudden, bright, and slightly disorienting, but also exactly what you need. You've been waiting for something to happen, some sign, some signal, some proof that you are not crazy for wanting more. And here is what I'm telling you. This is the sign, right here, right now. This is the thing you've been asking for. This is the moment where you get to decide that you are ready. Ready for the life that's been waiting for you. Ready to stop playing small. Ready to stop pretending that the things you don't want really want to. You want don't matter. Ready to stop letting fear make your decisions. And I know you are scared. I know you are thinking about all the reasons why you can't. The people will disappoint. Yeah, you will disappoint. The risks you will take, the comfort you will have to sacrifice. But here is what I want you to ask yourself. How much longer are you willing to stay where you are? How many more years are you going to spend wishing things were different while doing nothing to change them? Because that's what we do, right? We wait for the perfect moment. We wait, for the perfect situation. We wait for someone else to give us permission. And the years go by and nothing changes. And we wake up one day, older, and realize we spent our lives waiting. That's not going to be you. Not anymore. There is this thing that happens to people when they are on the verge of a breakthrough. They get tired. They get frustrated. They feel like giving up. And that's actually the sign that the breakthrough is right there. It's like when you are trying to open a jar that's sealed too tight. You twist and you twist and you twist and nothing happens. And right before it opens, it feels like tightness. It feels impossible. But then it opens and suddenly the resistance is gone and you realize it was never impossible. It was just the final push that was needed. That's exactly where you are right now. You are in the tightest moment. You are in the place that feels impossible. But the shift is coming. The sudden change is already in motion. And you are going to find that the things that felt impossible are about to become possible in ways you cannot even imagine. Let's talk about something real. Something that's probably been on your mind, but you haven't said out loud. You have been feeling unseen, haven't you? You've been feeling like you have been holding everything or doing all the right things, showing up, being good, working hard, and nobody's really noticed. You've poured yourself into things that didn't pour back into you. You have given to people who couldn't really receive what you were giving. And somewhere along the way, you started to disappear. You started to wonder if you even existed to anyone else, if the work you were doing mattered, if the life you were building was actually something you wanted or just something you defaulted to. And the reason this is coming up now is because the change is going to force you to see yourself, to see your own value, to see that you were never really invisible. You just forgot how to be seen. And when you start being seen again, it's going to feel both terrifying and incredible. People are going to start treating you differently. They are going to start seeing you differently, and the ones who are not ready to see the real you are going to fall away. Let them. You don't need to shrink for anyone's comfort anymore. I also need to tell you about the people who are coming. And this is important, because it's already happening. There are people who are going to enter your life very soon. Some of them are going to be people from your past, and they are going to come back not because they miss you, but because they sense what's about to happen. They sense the shift in your energy. They sense the door that's about to open, and they want to be there when it opens because they know something good is going to happen, to come through. But not all of them have good intentions. Some of them just want to benefit from your change without having to change themselves. They want you to succeed so they can ride your success. They want you to be visible so they can stand in your light. And very gently, I want you to be aware of that. I want you to be discerning, because this season isn't just about receiving, it's about protecting what you are receiving. It's about making sure that the blessings coming into your life do not get stolen by people who haven't done the work. Let me tell you about the thing you've been building without realizing it. You know the way you've been surviving, the way you have been making it through hard seasons, the way you've been managing to pay your bills, take care of your people, keep everything together. That wasn't just survival. That was preparation. Every difficult thing you've gone through, every disappointment, every heartbreak, every closed door, it was building something in you, a resilience, a wisdom, a strength. And now that strength is about to be called on. The thing you've been building is your capacity to receive. You just didn't know it. You thought you were just getting through life, but you were actually becoming someone who could hold a blessing without breaking. Someone who could experience joy without waiting for the other shoe to drop. Someone who could actually receive what they have been asking for. And here is the part that I think you really need to hear. You've been asking for change. You have been praying for it. You've been wishing for it in the quiet moments when nobody can hear you. And it's coming. It's already coming. But it's going to require something from you. It's going to require you to stop, I want to say that gently, sabotaging you. Yeah, it's going to require you to stop pushing away good things because you don't think you deserve them. It's going to require you to actually let yourself be loved. Let yourself be seen. Let yourself be successful. I know that sounds simple, but it's not. For a lot of you, the hardest part of receiving is just allowing it. Allowing yourself to be happy. Allowing yourself to be successful. Allowing yourself to be the one who makes it. Because somewhere in your story, you learned that it wasn't safe to want things. That wanting led to disappointment. That desiring more meant you were ungrateful. And you've been carrying that old belief around like a weight, and it's been keeping you from the thing that you actually want. But here's the truth. You can want more. Yeah, and be grateful. You can desire change and be at peace. You can ask for something different and not be ungrateful. The two things can coexist. And the sooner you believe that, the sooner the change can actually show up in your life. I want you to pay attention to the dreams you've been having. Some of you have been dreaming more intensely lately. Dreams that feel more real than waking life. Dreams that leave you feeling like something is trying to communicate with you. And I want you to know that's not random. That's part of the threshold you are crossing. The boundary between what you can see and what you cannot see is getting thinner. And what's on the other side is trying to give you information. Pay attention to what you are feeling when you wake up. Pay attention to the symbols and the people who show up in your dreams. Yeah, some of those people are messengers, and they are trying to show you something about the path ahead. Let's be really real for a second. You have been in a waiting season. You've been doing a pretty good job of being patient, at least on the outside. But on the inside, you've been struggling. You've been questioning. You've been wondering if you are doing something wrong. If God, universe, forgot about you. And I need you to know none of that is true. You haven't been forgotten. You haven't been overlooked. You've been prepared. And preparation takes time. It takes hidden work. It takes things that nobody sees and nobody applauds. But the preparation is over. The time is now. And the change that's coming is going to make all of that waiting feel worth it. It's going to make sense. You are going to look back and see how every single thing that happened was necessary for where you're about to go. And I want you to feel this in your body. Not just understand it in your head. There is going to be a moment in the very near future where you are going to be faced with an opportunity, and your old self is going to want to say no. Your old self is going to want to play it safe. Your old self is going to make up excuses and point out risks. And in that moment, I want you to pause. I want you to breathe. And I want you to ask yourself one question. Is this the fear talking, or is this the truth? Because most of the time, what we think is truth is really just fear dressed up as in fancy clothes. Fear of failure, fear of success, fear of change, fear of being seen, fear of actually getting what you want. And you cannot let fear make your decision. Not anymore. You have let fear make too many decisions already. You've let it keep you small. You've let it keep you stuck. And now you are at a point where fear is the only thing standing between you and the life that's waiting for you. There is something else I need to tell you, and this might be the most important part. The change that's coming isn't just about you. It's about the people you are going to help. the legacy you are going to leave, the example you are going to set. Because when you step into your full power, when you finally stop hiding and start shining, you become a blueprint for other people. You show them that it's possible. You show them that change is possible. You show them that their dreams are not crazy. And the people who are going to come into your life in the next season are going to need you to be who you actually are. Not a smaller version, not a safer version. The real you. The one who says yes when it's terrifying. The one who takes the leap even when they cannot see the landing. The one who doesn't wait for permission to exist fully. And I want you to think about the people in your life right now. The ones who actually see you. The ones who have been with you through the hard stuff. Yeah. The ones who believe in you even when you don't believe in yourself. Those people are going to be part of this too. Your change is going to ripple out and touch them. And that's a beautiful thing. Yeah. But there are also going to be people who needed to go. Yeah. People who need to be released. And that's okay. Yeah. That's part of the shift. You cannot carry everyone into the new season. Some people were only meant to be with you for a season. And that season is ending. And it's painful, I know. And you need to let them go without guilt, without feeling like you are abandoning them, without wondering if you are doing the right thing. You are not leaving them. You are growing into a different version of yourself that they cannot always follow. And that's not your fault. That's just how growth works. So let me say this one more time, loud and clear. Your life is about to change suddenly, soon, in a way that you cannot fully predict, but that you can feel coming. The shift is real. The opening is real. The opportunity is real. And the only question is whether you are going to meet it with your eyes open or closed. Whether you are going to say yes or no. Whether you are going to trust that you are ready or let doubt win. And I believe in you. I know you're ready. I know you're capable. And I know that the change that's coming is going to be the one of the best thing that's ever happened to you. But you have to open the door. You have to say yes. You have to let yourself receive. And that's what this moment is all about. That's what this message is for. To tell you that it's okay. It's okay to change. It's okay to want more. It's okay to become the person you've always known you could be. Because that person isn't someone you have to become. They are someone you already are. You have just been hiding them. And it's time to stop. I want you to take a breath and really let this sink in. Think about how it's going to feel when things start shifting. That job you've been wanting, that relationship you've been praying for, that financial breakthrough you've been working toward, that freedom you've been craving. It's all on its way, and it's going to feel better than you imagined. But you have to be ready. You have to be open. You have to be willing to let go of the comfort zone, that's been both your safety and your prison. And I know that's hard. I know it's scary. I know the thought of change can feel like the ground is going to fall out from under you. But what if the ground falling out from under you is actually the best thing that could happen? What if it's the only way to build something better? Because you cannot build a new house on an old foundation, and you cannot build a new life on an old parents. So the shift that's coming is here to shake things up just enough that you can rebuild on something solid, something real, something that can actually hold the life you are meant to live. And one more thing. Let me tell you about the feeling you are going to have when it happens. It's going to feel like everything suddenly clicks into place. Like all the pieces you've been trying to force together finally just slide into alignment without any effort. Like you've been trying to solve a puzzle in the dark and somebody just turned on the light. And in that moment, you are going to understand. You are going to understand why things happened the way they did. You are going to understand why you had to wait. You are going to understand why some things didn't work out. Relationships like that. You are going to feel this profound sense of peace that you've never really known before. That's what's waiting for you. That's what's on the other side of this shift. And it's going to be worth everything you've been through. And just one more thing. The people who are going to come into your life in this new season, they are going to be different from the ones who've been around. They are going to see you in a way that matches who you are becoming. Yeah. They're going to challenge you to grow. They're going to see your potential without trying to keep you small. And that's going to feel so good. Yeah, it's going to feel like coming home to a home you didn't even know you had. And that's part of the change too. The relationships that are coming are going to be the part of your evolution. They are going to support your dreams. Yeah, they are going to believe in your vision. And they are going to be there when you succeed, not because they want something from you, but because they genuinely want to see you win. That's what's coming. That's the shift you are about to experience. So right now, in this moment, I need you to do something. I need you to say yes. Yeah, out loud. Even if it's just to yourself. Just yes to the change. Say yes to the shift. Say yes to the life that's waiting for you. Because the act of saying yes is what opens the door. The act of saying yes is what lets the change in. And once you say yes, everything shifts. The energy shifts, the opportunities shifts, the people shifts. Everything starts to move in the direction of your yes. And that's what makes the sudden change possible. That's what creates the opening. And that's what's about to happen for you. I believe this message found you for a reason. It wasn't random. You didn't just stumble upon it. Something in you was looking for it. Something in you was ready to hear it. And now that you have heard it, it's time to act, not in a frantic, anxious way, but in a calm, intentional, trusting way. You already know what you need to do. You already know what the next step is. And you have everything you need to take it. So take it right now, today. Don't wait. Don't overthink. Don't let fear talk you out of it. The time is now. The change is coming. And you are ready for it. You've always been ready. You just needed someone to tell you that it's okay to go after what you really want. And I'm telling you, it's okay. Go after it. Your life is about to change, and it's going to be more beautiful than you can imagine. Yeah, beautiful.